Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Claire and this is Yoli. I make videos all about houseplant care, sharing tips and tricks I've learned over the years to help keep your plants happy and healthy. And for this Houseplant Tour UK episode, I went to Dean's Garden Centre in York, and oh my goodness, I've wanted to go to Dean's for such a long time, but it's quite far from where I live. It's about a 5-6 hour drive, but I was with family in the area anyway, and I managed to persuade my dad to go with me, and oh my goodness, it was absolutely amazing. And I got some gorgeous plants that I'm so excited to show you. So yes, I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. So before I show you the plants that I got, I'll show you some of the footage that I shot at Dean's. It was honestly, I would say, probably the best garden centre I've ever been to in the UK. And it's probably a very good thing that I don't live closer, because I don't think I'd have very much money. Honestly, their selection, you'll see in a minute, but their selection was just absolutely insane. Their rare plant selection was just out of this world. And I'm super happy with what I got. So cue the tour. Because this was such a spontaneous visit, I hadn't actually planned to film, but it was so amazing I couldn't not give you a little tour. They just had the most incredible selection of plants. Just look at this beautiful syngonium. I was seriously tempted by this one, and I'm not usually the biggest fan of colourful plants. Dean's was genuinely one of the best garden centres I think I've ever been to for rare plants. They just had the most insane selection, and they were all in such good condition. Just look at the size of those Cebu blue leaves. I don't think I've ever seen such a mature one in real life. This Philodendron gloriosum just blew my mind. It was absolutely massive. I think I'm right in saying it was going for about £600, which for the size of it, I think is actually pretty decent, considering that small ones still go for quite a lot. To be honest, I thought all of their prices were amazing compared to lots of other garden centres I've been to, and on top of that, they also had a 20% off discount on all of their houseplants the day I visited, which obviously meant I had to spend some money. Another one that I almost bought was this Philodendron Soderoy. It was so beautiful, and it had been on my wish list for such a long time, but it came down to quite a few plants in the end, and after much deliberation, I decided to go with something else. It was great to see Grow Tropicals there, and also get the chance to meet Anthony, who's the houseplant buyer for Dean's and keeps all the plants looking so healthy. He was telling me a bit about how he's introduced predatory mites and parasitic wasps to help keep on top of pests, which really made me think I need to stick it out with the ones that I'm using. I was so sceptical the first time around, but they do seem like a really great option when you've got so many plants to look after. This Black Magic as well, oh my goodness, just look at those leaves. How beautiful is that? I also didn't get the best shot of it, but oh my goodness, that Anthurium clarinervium there was honestly one of the biggest ones I've ever seen. So as you can probably tell, they had some absolutely insane plants, and I got 3 plants. I could have gone a lot crazier, but I tried to be good because I'm technically still on a plant ban it's not going well this month, guys. It's really not going well. However, the first thing I got was just a little Anthurium Silver Blush, and I just thought it was so beautiful. It was also, as I said in the video, they had 20% off all of the houseplants, and this one anyway was only $14.99, which I thought was absolutely incredible. I do technically already have a silver blush. In fact, I've got it right here, I can show you. But I'm not sure it is a silver blush because if you look at them, they look totally different. This one was sent to me by Our Road Market, and if anybody has an ID on this Anthurium, then please do let me know because I'm not sure what it is now, but yeah, I think the silver blush is just absolutely beautiful. I love its silvery veins. I think it's quite well established as well. Like, I know it's in a little pot, but it's got a lot of leaves and I just think it's beautiful. I saw this one and I kind of scanned through all of them and I was like, this is my plant. So yeah, I had to get this, even though I may or may not already own one. I really love it and it looks very different to my other one. So that is plant number one. Oh, which one shall I do next? Okay, so the next one is another one that I've wanted for quite a long time and I've almost bought quite a few times, but I just haven't for whatever reason. It is a Ficus scheveriana, I think it's how you pronounce it, and it's a little rubber plant and oh my goodness, look at how beautiful it is. Again, I mean, I do whenever I buy house plants, but I just looked through all of them and I was kind of, it was between this one and another one, but I just thought this one had such a beautiful balance of variegation and I just think the variegation is so stunning. It's so kind of speckled and marbly and it's just beautiful. They did also have some Scheverianas that were literally about that big and that's the biggest I've ever seen and I didn't even bother checking the price on them because this one, I mean, this one wasn't bad. It was £40, $39.99, which considering how expensive they were when they first kind of came on the market fairly recently, I thought this again was a really good price and I'm so happy with it. I think it's so unusual and I love rubber plants anyway and I don't have that many in my collection at the moment, so this is definitely one that I'm gonna absolutely treasure and I feel very lucky to have. And then the final plant, this was the splurge plant. It's actually probably smaller than the others, but this is one, it was locked in a cabinet and I saw it and I fell in love. It is a variegated Alocasia Frydek. And I mean, you guys know how much I love my Alocasia Frydeks anyway. Like, I just think it is the most beautiful plant. And I've wanted a variegated one for ages, but it's just been either totally out of my price range or just not very accessible. You don't see them in many places, but this one, I mean, oh, look at that leaf. Isn't that just gorgeous? I again had trouble choosing between, because I think there were 3 or 4 of them that they had. I had trouble choosing which one I wanted, but I went with this one just because I thought it had quite a nice balance of variegation, and I'm not sure how easy it would be to kind of prune them back and preserve the variegation compared to other plants like Monstera deliciosa, for example. So I went with this one and I feel like I made a good choice. I think it is just so beautiful, and it's got those gorgeous velvety leaves. And this one was labelled at £175, which I know is expensive, but to be honest, I think for this type of plant, it's a pretty good deal. I was fairly happy with that price. And as I say, they did also have a 20% sale on. So I think everything came to about 140, which I think is pretty good. It was also my birthday recently, so this is kind of like my treat to myself. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much. But yeah, I just absolutely love it. I'm so chuffed with all of the plants, and I'm already planning another trip to go back to Dean's because I just had the best time. Like, everyone was so nice and helpful, and they clearly take such good care of their plants. Like, everything was in such good condition. I loved like all of just even their standard plants. Like, it wasn't just rare plants, but they just had such a beautiful selection. There was kind of something for everyone. So if you can get to York, I would, oh my goodness, I would highly recommend it. And as I say, I will be going back. But yeah, this was a very spontaneous Houseplant Tour UK episode, but I'm very glad that it happened, and I will probably be filming another one at some point when I plan it properly and go back. But I'm chuffed with what I got. So yes, I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video.